We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Smith Earle. Today, we've got one game in the NFL. We got Kansas City taking on the LA Chargers, and then we got a full baseball card to talk about today as we get closer to the weekend. And we got some college football tomorrow, and we got some NFL on Sunday. So lots of fun to be had. But before we jump into this one, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below, including the YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. All that stuff is linked down below, along with the picksandparleys.net website, which if you guys checked out that last night or were on any of our plays yesterday, you had a good day. We had 3 losers, but we had 8 winners. The losers were the Milwaukee Brewers. They fell 2-0 to the Phillies. Jazz Chisholm over his bases. I think he had two plate appearances and then left the game with an injury. So, cool. And then I took a shot with the Dallas Cowboys outright, but we'll talk about why the Dallas Cowboy game was still awesome. The winners yesterday were the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line, were the Tampa Bay Rays on the run line, the New York Yankees on the run line, the over in the Yankee game, the team total over for the Yankees. I just went full board with the Yankees yesterday, and that one worked out. They won 8-4, so that was pretty nice. And then I decided, you know what? Everybody's on the Eagles. Doesn't make sense. Give me the Cowboys. Trifecta on the spread. Plus 2.5 in the first quarter. Winner. Plus 4.5 in the first half. Winner. And the Dallas Cowboys plus 8.5 full game. Winner, 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 winner. That was a really fun game. So the Yankee game and that Cowboy game was great last night. Pretty much what did I go 6-2 in those games. Up a chunk of money. Happy with it. So that was the recap from yesterday. Let's try to make it 2 winning days in a row. Let's do that. What's up, Bisex? Yeah, I know, right? It was nice yesterday. It's not, by the way, I'm just kind of stating what I did yesterday. I'm not bragging for somebody who always says, "Oh, he's bragging." No, I was just recapping. I recap every single day. Anyways, but we will jump into the NFL first, and then we'll head over to the MLB. We'll start off Kansas City Chiefs versus the LA Chargers. And it's versus, it's not at, because this one is in, I believe it was San Paulo. It's in Mexico, so there you go. Chiefs are 3-point favorites with a total of 46.5. So basically, we don't really have like a recap for these teams because they haven't played a game yet. But the spread has gone from 2.5 to 3 with this one, and that kind of pushes me towards the Chiefs. Obviously, the money is coming in on the Chiefs the way that it's supposed to, but I do like the Chiefs in this game. I took them -3. Although, if I'm going to take a player prop in this one, I kind of like Kelce under his receiving props just because everybody's going to be super high with Kelce and everything after whatever with Taylor Swift. So I would kind of look away from him, but that's kind of a here nor there type of thing. I just wanted to kind of fade the hype. I know a lot of people are hyping up the Chargers. And at the end of the day, this is still the Chiefs we're talking about. So I'm going to be grabbing the Chiefs, the black magic until it runs out. But in Mexico, we'll take the Chiefs -3. Love them Chargers. I'm very high on that team. I could have guessed that. Yeah, that makes sense that you are. But hey, if that's what you like, then go for it. Here's the deal with the show. I'm not telling you to bet what I bet. I'm just giving you what I'm on. And if you like it, cool. If not, bet your own stuff. I'm just here to give you guys extra information. So Let's keep on rolling. We'll head over to the base of balls now. And we will start off in Chicago. The Cubbies are hosting the Nationals. The Cubbies are minus 210 with a total of 10.5. Now, we've got Irvin taking on Assad. Irvin this year has not been great. 28 starts, an 8-10 record with a 5.42 ERA and 154 and a third innings pitched. 93 earned runs, 53 walks, and 102 strikeouts. I believe Assad, I really haven't seen his name that much. It's because we've seen him 4 times. 1-1 record with a 4.05 ERA. He's allowed 9 earned runs in 20 innings. Granted, 4 of those were against the Rockies, and 3 of those were in Coors Field. So I'm not overly worried about it. I'm going to give Assad the pitching advantage. And the only reason why is because of how bad Jake Irving has been this year. So it's not really me giving Assad the advantage. It's me not wanting to give Irvin the advantage. Now, hitting advantage in this one is the Cubbies. 110 WRC plus for them compared to 99 for the Nationals. So hitting advantage is going to go towards the Chicago Cubs. And I look at this. We've got both hitting and pitching advantage with the Cubbies. Could this possibly be a cash cow spot off the rip? Because the total is at 10.5. It's not going to be because the line opened up at minus 225 and it's sunk down. Although the total has moved towards the over from 10 to 10.5. Let's go take a look at what it says for a little bit of action here. Money coming in on the Cubbies. That makes sense. Money is coming on the over. I kind of want to take the over off the rip because I don't like these 2 pitchers. And I'm going to do that. We're going to start off today in the early game. I'm going to take the over in the Cubbies and Nationals game. Just the over 10.5. Also, high total, 10.5, kind of tells me that the wind is blowing out in this one. So, we'll make that the free play today. So, there you go. Over 10.5 in the Cubbies game. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's just state something real quick with the Pirates. How about them Pirates sweeping the Dodgers in LA? That is freaking impressive to see. Sorry, they weren't in LA. They were at home. But still, sweeping the Dodgers, very impressive. And they always seem to have the Dodgers number, which is just hilarious. Brewers are minus 135, 8.5. It's Quinn Priester against Oviedo. Priester this year, once again, 25 appearances, 20 starts, an 11-2 record, a 3.28 ERA, 134 and a third innings pitched, 49 earned runs, 45 walks, 107 strikeouts. Not to mention, the Milwaukee Brewers have not lost a Quinn Priester start or appearance since May the 24th, and that was a 2-1 game versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Since then, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 straight Quinn Priester starts. I just find it funny that the one team that beat them most recently was the Pittsburgh Pirates. Quinn Priester does have the pitching advantage in this one, obviously over Oviedo. I think it's mostly because we haven't really seen Priester's been great, but we haven't really seen Oviedo this year. 4 appearances, 4 starts, a 2-0 record, though. A 3.6 ERA, which I don't really care about ERA in this short of a sample size. 15 innings, 6 earned runs, 8 walks, 20 strikeouts. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less in all of his appearances, although one of them was 1 inning. So I don't know about that one, but pitching advantage does go towards Mr. Priester. We go and look at hitting, and it's gonna be with Pittsburgh is third to bottom in hitting against righties. Milwaukee's ninth. So Milwaukee's got hitting and pitching advantage in this one. Let's see if the line movement likes them. It really does not, because this line got all the way up to 150. It opened up at 140, up to 150, down back to 135. So not ideal for any me wanting to back the Brewers. Although I'm not going to talk anybody off of them just because they've won 16 straight Priester starts. But not really anything I want to get involved with. So pass for me on the Brewers and Pirates game. Perez, appreciate you following me on TikTok. Guys, if you have not followed on TikTok yet, please do so. We're getting close to, we're 10 followers. 10 followers away from 1,300. So if you guys are not following the TikTok already, please do so. I'm actually going to put it into the chat in the YouTube, just so you guys, if you guys have not followed the TikTok, please do so. So that you guys can, so we can get to 1,300 followers. I just noticed that, so I'm going to go post that on Twitter as well. Just so we could see if we could hit it. That would be fun. Only 10 followers away from 1,300. Yay. Okay. We'll move on. We've got the Mets and the Reds up next. This is going to be a big series for the Reds. It's going to be a big series for the Mets too, yes. But this series could dictate the Reds season. It's going to dictate the Reds season. It won't do as much for the Mets, but the Reds are currently 5 games back. They're now even 500. They got jumped by the Giants. And, this is going to be a major series considering that the Reds are trying to catch the Mets. We got David Peterson and Andrew Abbott, so a lefty matchup here. David Peterson this year has been good, but he recently just got clubbed for 8 earned runs, 8 hits in 2 innings, which is, if you guys did not know, is not good. 26 starts, an 8-5 record this year with a 3.61 ERA, 152 innings pitched, 61 earned runs, 57 walks, and 136 strikeouts. Andrew Abbott's going to get the pitching advantage here. Both of these guys were all-stars. Both of these guys were reserved all-stars. Although you look at Abbott, he's also 2 starts ago coming off of giving up 6 earned runs and 8 hits in 4 innings. He's got 24 starts this year to an 8-5 record with a 2.65 ERA. A complete game in there, 139 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 39 walks, 125 strikeouts. So the pitching advantage does go towards Mr. Andrew Abbott. Hitting advantage will go towards the Mets. 100 WRC plus for the Mets versus lefties. Cincinnati is at 78. So Mets do have the hitting advantage, so we're going to split it down the middle. Let's see what the line movement says. Line movement says that the Reds are going to win today. Because the Mets have gone from minus 120 to minus 110. And that's with, let's see, where's the money? Yeah, I'm going to end up taking the Reds today. Even though I'm a Mets fan, I'm gonna grab the Reds today. It's just not a good. I don't see it as a good spot for the Mets with the line movement and everything the way it is. I'm gonna grab Cincinnati, and as a bettor, I hope I win. As a Mets fan, I hope I lose. So, but we'll go and we're gonna grab the Cincinnati Reds here. Cool. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Chicago White Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers up next. The Detroit Tigers are minus 180 with a total of 8.5. Last time the Tigers played, they took the final game of the series versus the Mets, but they got Jack Flaherty and Shane Smith going at it. Shane Smith this year, I believe he was the all-star for them. 15 starts, a 3-5 record with a 3.38 ERA and 74 and 2/3 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 32 walks, and 68 strikeouts. He's been really solid for them, and I'm going to give him the pitching advantage over Jack Flaherty, who has not been. He's made 27 starts to a 7-13 record with a 4.74 ERA. He has not been good. 142 innings pitched, 75 earned runs, 52 walks, and 169 strikeouts. He is going to eat innings, and he does strike out batters. So if you guys are looking at player props, maybe a little bit of Jack Flaherty strikeout props could be still interesting because he's still averaging over a strikeout an inning. And if you look at strikeouts the past couple of games, 4, 3, 9, 6, 3, 7, 7, 6, 7, 8. So he definitely could be a strikeout candidate. Both of them facing righties. What is Chicago versus 22.3% versus Chicago in terms of strikeout rates versus righties? Could be interesting. Hitting advantages towards Tigers, considering that the White Sox are second to last, only ahead of Colorado and tied with Pittsburgh. So we are split down the middle in this one. Let's see what the line movement likes. Line movement doesn't really like anybody. It went from 185, it went up to 190, back down to 180. So I guess it would lean towards the White Sox. With the way the money coming in, I don't hate the White Sox as the dog today. They've been a team that's kind of playing spoiler. I kind of like it. I want to take the White Sox here. This has been a Tigers team that's been struggling as of late. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I want to look at one other thing too. We'll grab the White Sox here. White Sox with pitching and market over Detroit. So we're gonna take the White Sox here, and then I'm gonna add something. And this is gonna be the first time I put up one of these on the site. I'm going to put up the White Sox to win the series over the Tigers. Are they going to let me? No? Oh, what the heck? I guess I can't. I guess I'm not going to do that. Eric saying Pirates over Brewers. I wouldn't talk you off of it. I'm not betting it. The Brewers have won 16 straight Quinn Priester starts. So I'm not going to get involved. Hi, what's up, Markel? College faves all winning today and cover. I don't think so. I will tell you, I'm on one game. I'm on James Madison plus 14 versus Louisville. That's the only thing I got involved with today. So you know where I'm sitting. All right, let's keep on rolling. Here's a huge series because we got the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. The Yankees are minus 125 with a total of 9. We get Kevin Gausman taking on Cam Schmittler. Gausman this year has been a solid enough part of the rotation. 27 starts this year to a 8-10 record with a 3.75 ERA, 160 and 2/3 innings pitched, 67 earned runs, and and 41 walks and 157 strikeouts. Although I'm going to give the pitching advantage to the Yankees here. Actually, sorry, no, I'm going to give it to Berrios because I didn't realize Schiller's only got 9 starts. He's looked good. Don't get me wrong. I need to see a little bit more from him. He did pitch against Toronto. in his second career start. And that he allowed up 2 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts in 5 innings. He could have another good start against him, but nine starts this year, a 2-2 record with a 2.61 ERA in 48 third innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 20 walks, 54 strikeouts. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Gausman just because we've seen a little bit more from Gausman. And I'm going to just take that more. Now, when it comes to hitting, both these two teams are top 3 in hitting versus right-handed pitching. Yankees are 118 WRC plus. Toronto is 115, which probably can end up putting me on something else here. And I'm going to end up taking some props with this one too. And I'm going to end up taking the over here. And I'm not going to mess with the side. I'm going to take the over here. And I'm going to end up grabbing a bunch of player props later on. But this one is going to be an over for me between the Blue Jays and the Yankees, with both of them having top 2 offenses versus right-handed pitching. The only team that's better than these two against righties is the Mets. So give me the over. Number 3 in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. Yankees are number 2 in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. Runs. Boom. Let's James Madison moved to a 15.5. I don't like that. That doesn't sound like fun. Heard. Not fun. But it is what it is. Let's go to the Dodgers and the Orioles. Dodgers coming off of getting swept in Pittsburgh, traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore, I believe, is coming off of sweeping San Diego. Yeah, they were on the West Coast, traveled. Now, they had a day off, so we'll give them that. But we got Glasnow taking on Dean Kramer. Glasnow, a 3.41 ERA in 14 starts, a 1-3 record, 67 2/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 32 walks, and 81 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we got Mr. Kramer, who I don't think has pitched a lot. He's pitched a bunch. 27 games, 26 starts, a 9-10 record with a 4.52 ERA, 155 1/3 innings pitched, 78 earned runs, 40 walks, 128 strikeouts. He is coming off of getting blown up his last 2 starts, 7 and 6 runs in those games. Pitching advantage is going to go towards Glasnow and the Dodgers. Both of them facing righties. Dodgers are the better hitting team, so Dodgers having hitting and pitching advantage in this one. We go and we look at the line movement. Let's see if there's anything to get involved with. There is not, because the line has not moved. In fact, it's moved towards Baltimore a little bit, and that's even with all the money coming in on the Dodgers. If the Dodgers didn't have pitching and hitting advantage, I would be on the Orioles today, but this one's going to be a pass. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Phillies minus 255 with a total of 8. Christopher Sanchez and Belozo. Sanchez this year is now the ace for this Philadelphia Phillies team. 27 starts, an 11-5 record with a 2.66 ERA and 169 1/3 innings pitched, 50 earned runs, 41 walks, 181 strikeouts. So he has been really solid this year, and I believe he's the number 2 guy in terms of betting odds for Cy Young in the National League. I want to confirm that before I say otherwise. We're looking at Cy Young. Christopher Sanchez, 18-1. Paul Skeens, minus 20,000. And then, I feel like both Cy Youngs are done now. Scooble's now minus 1,000. So, yikes. There you go. Cy Young's are done. But Christopher Sanchez is right up there with one of the best pitchers in baseball right now. So he definitely has the pitching advantage over Belozo, who is a bullpen game. 27 appearances, five starts, a 1-3 record, 3.91 ERA, and 73 2/3 innings pitched. Granted, he has been more of a long reliever. He went 4 1/3 in his last appearance versus the Mets, where he got one earned run and 4 hits in those 4 1/3 innings. So he looked good. And that was in the 19-9 game. So he looked good in that game, but obviously pitching advantages with them and hitting advantage. I don't feel like I even need to look it up because we're looking at lefty Marlins versus lefties is third to worst. 76 WRC plus. And the Phillies are hitting 8th, 109 WRC plus versus righties. So Phillies have the hitting and pitching advantage in this game. And we look towards the line movement, and it's not moving that direction to want to go after it. It's moved from 130 to from 230 to 225 for the Marlins. So it's a pass on this game, but I guess if anything, don't hate a big dog here. So Kyle, love your platform, brother. Appreciate it. I think it's so sick. You continue it with 2.5 people here. Okay. I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on a bunch of sites. Ever think of grabbing a 95 with a paycheck instead of this? I have one. I have a job that I work 4 o'clock in the morning to noon, 12:30. I just have off today. So thank you, though. I appreciate your concern for me, but I got it covered. I appreciate it. Make sure you're following the stream. I know you're being whatever, but thank you for stopping by. We'll head to the next one, the Mariners and the Braves. Braves are minus 130 favorites in this one with a total of 7. Why are they favorites? Because Chris Sale is pitching. Chris Sale versus Logan Gilbert. Gilbert this year, 20 starts, a 4-6 record, a 3.73 ERA, and 103 2/3 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 26 walks, 144 strikeouts. I still don't know why Chris Sale kind of got activated this year. It doesn't make sense. I would have just kept him out the rest of the year. He's made 15 starts, 5-4 record, 2.52 ERA. Before his injury, he was looking at possibly trying to get to the Cy Young area. And then he got injured, so missed a chunk of time. 89 1/3 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 26 walks on 114 strikeouts. So he's looked good in the games he's pitched. I'm going to give the pitching advantage, though, to Mr. Logan Gilbert. We look at hitting stats. Seattle versus lefties is 9th in baseball at 104 WRC plus. The Braves versus righties are sitting at 100 WRC plus. So we've got pitching and hitting advantage towards the Seattle Mariners. And then in terms of line movement, the line has moved from 135 to the 130. So it has moved towards Seattle. I think I'm going to grab Seattle here too. I can get them at like plus 120 area. So we'll fire away with the Seattle Mariners as well in this game. We'll look Seattle. There they are. Seattle Mariners on the money line today. Not three-way money line, just the money line. I can get that at 121. Pitching and Red Sox or Diamondbacks, who do you like tonight? I'll be completely honest with you. That is going to be the last game we talk about. So stay tuned. I cap the games with you guys, so I don't have any plays coming into this one besides like college football and NFL I have up already. Did you did the Chiefs game already? Yes, I did. I took the Chiefs today. And then over here, under in the Chiefs game. Hey, as long as the Chiefs cover, that works for me. Good luck to you, B-Hawk. And the Braves. No, I'm on the opposite side. I took the Mariners today. We've got 6 games left. We got the Rays and the Guardians. This is another one that I took yesterday that was actually quite nice because I did have the Rays on the run line and they cashed for me. So that was good to see. Let me pull that back up. Thank you. But Rays minus 135 with a total of 8. We got Gavin Williams taking on Griffin Jacks. Gavin Williams has really turned it on in the second half of the year. 27 starts, a 9-5 record with a 3.26 ERA. He's looked good. 143 and 2/3 innings pitched, 143 strikeouts, 52 earned runs, 73 walks. Gavin Williams has the pitching advantage for me in this one over Griffin Jacks, which I'm guessing it's a bullpen game because Griffin Jacks is a closer. Yeah, it's a bullpen game. So I expect him to go an inning, maybe 2, which is going to end up putting me on giving Gavin Williams the hitting advantage in this one. We're going to quickly. Where is he? There. Okay. We're going to do. Cool. Sorry, I was putting in a bet for something else. Yeah, we're going to give the pitching advantage to Mr. Gavin Williams in this. Hitting advantage, we got 2 righties, where the Guardians are awful hitting righties at 87 WRC plus. Tampa Bay is sitting around, where's Tampa? There they are, 105. So Tampa Bay has the hitting advantage. Cleveland has the pitching advantage. And we go to the line movement. And the line's moving towards the Rays. Well, technically when it opened back up at 6, so it's moved up like 5 cents. So nothing crazy enough for me to go after it. It's gone from 8.5 down to 8, which is interesting to see. Yeah, not anything I need to get involved with. So this one will be another pass for me. Maybe look at Gavin Williams strikeout props. That might be something I take today is Gavin Williams. But this one's going to be a stay away. Mike, appreciate you following the TikTok. Trying to hit 1,300 followers. So appreciate that. Chargers. No, I'm not interested in the Chargers today. I'm on the Chiefs. Rays money line. Rays game flies over. I don't think so. I don't really think it does. That's just me. We've got 5 games left. Let's talk about the Twins and the Royals. Pablo Lopez is back. When did he pitch last? June. Wow, Pablo Lopez is back for the Twins. Once again, another guy. I don't understand why you bring him back at this point in the season. You're 15 games under 500. Nah, I don't like it. Michael Wacha versus Lopez. Wacha this year, 27 starts, an 8-11 record, which I do not give a shit about record. 3.52 ERA. 153 and a third innings pitched, 60 earned runs, 39 walks, and 112 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Pablo Lopez, which, by the way, I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Michael Wacha because I don't care about Pablo Lopez's stats. Last time he pitched was in June 3rd in that game. He's pitched 11 times this year to a 5-3 record, a 2.82 ERA, 60 and a third inning and 2/3 innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 14 walks, and 61 strikeouts. So he has not been – he was good when he was healthy, but he has not pitched in a while. So that's not a guy I'm going to trust. So pitching advantage is going to go towards Kansas City. Hitting advantage probably doesn't help. Both these two teams are trash at hitting. Kansas City, 93 WRC plus. Minnesota, 97 WRC plus. So both teams struggling hitting this year. We look at line movement in this game, see if that helps us out at all. Seeing that we are split down the middle. The line's moving towards the Minnesota Twins, which is very interesting, from 122 to 115. And if money's coming in on Kansas City, money's coming in on Kansas City. I'm going to grab the Minnesota Twins here. I know this is a Twins team that is far out of it, but this is just the way that the line's moving. And, I mean, you got a team that's as far out as they are versus a team that's still competitive. I'm going to – no, not the Guardians game. I'm going to grab the Twins here. Money line. There's a market edge in. Twins money line plus 117. To the YouTube chat. What makes you think Chiefs are going to win? I like the line movement because a lot of people love the Chargers, and the line's gone from 2.5 to 3 for Kansas City. And I think everybody's going to overreact over the Rashid Rice news. So I'm going to end up grabbing KC. Royals money line every time till playoff start. Pass. I'm on Minnesota today. What about the under? I could see an under in this game. I can. I like Lopez. Walk is pitched great. Sure. Sorry, are you on the over in the Cubs game? I am on the over in the Cubs game. That is correct. How about the Giants and the Cardinals? Because all of a sudden the Giants are the team that's on the outside looking in for the wild card spot. They're 4 games back compared to the Reds that are 5 games back now. So all of a sudden the Giants are right there, which is very interesting to see. Granted, they've won 9 out of 10, and they won 4 in a row, which we'll see how this goes. We got Seymour taking on McGravy. Seymour this year for the Giants has pitched in 11 games. He's made 1 start, a 4.74 ERA, in 24 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 13 earned runs and 11 walks, and 18 strikeouts in this one for him this year. On the opposite side, we got McGravy, which I think I'm going to end up giving the pitching advantage to him. 12 appearances, 11 starts, 6-2 record, 4.17 ERA, 69 innings pitched. Nice. 32 innings, 32 earned runs, 11 walks, and 40 strikeouts. Not to mention the Cardinals are 9-2 in games that he's pitched in. So he's looked good. The Cardinals play well for him. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to the Cardinals. Hitting advantage, I'm going to give, I'm not giving it to anybody, but St. Louis, 98 WRC plus, and the San Francisco Giants are 106. So we are split down the middle in this one. Go do this, and it's a Cardinal spot. You got a team that's red hot in the Giants, and they're moving cities. This is a spot that I kind of always like to look at because I could easily see a winning streak get snapped after they shift cities. So let's go and see Giants Cardinals. I'm curious, are they going to give the – I'm going to grab the St. Louis Cardinals on the run line here. Plus 173, minus 1.5. I'm grabbing it. St. Louis with pitching and market edge here. Yeah, give me the Cardinals. I'm grabbing them with the minus the 3 touchdowns. Not 3 touchdowns because I just saw that. Minus the 1.5 runs. McEvil is asking, do you like Mahomes for 3 touchdowns plus? Is that all-purpose touchdowns? Like if he rushes one in, does that count? Or is that 3 passing? Because those are 2 totally different questions. Wait, Rashid Rice, what happened? Some type of reckless driving or something like that. I don't know. Mickey was saying yes. If the all touchdown passes, like all touchdowns, yeah, sure, why not? If it counts passing and rushing for him, yeah, I can see that. I mean, I'm hoping Kansas City scores because I got them today. So there you go. Giants money line, too hot to fade, and that's where I'll go against you. All the money's on the Chiefs. Very public. I don't know what you're looking at. What do you categorize as all money? Because I got 65 to 35 in terms of money handle on the Chiefs. That's not super public. To me, super public would be 75 plus. That's when I get concerned. So I don't see that as very public. His passing 4 touchdowns is plus 880. 4 passing touchdowns? Yeah, I don't see 4 passing touchdowns, but I can see 4 touchdowns if you include rushing. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Padres and the Rockies. You got the Chiefs money line. No, I got the Chiefs -3. I wasn't even grabbing the money line. Money line's way too expensive. Padres -205 versus the Rockies. We got Nick Pivetta taking on Kyle Freeland. Pivetta this year, 27 starts, 13-4 record with a 2.84 ERA, 158 in a third innings pitched, 50 earned runs, 41 walks, 67 strikeouts. This is a San Diego team that's really struggling. This is the spot that they have to get right. Against Kyle Freeland, who's been awful, 14 appearances, 14 starts, a 1-8 record with a 5.13 ERA and 73 2/3 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 14 walks, 87 strikeouts. He has not been good. Pitching advantage is obviously with the Padres. I don't even have to look at hitting advantages with the Rockies because the Rockies are dead last in both categories. Both teams are 2-8 their last 10. Padres, if you don't want to blow your second wild card spot, or if you even struggle even more, because I believe they do have games against the Giants. No games against the Giants. No games against the Giants. But they do have games against Cincinnati coming up next, sandwiched into between 7 games against the White Sox. So, dude, the 7 games against the White Sox in the next 10, you've got to go at least 6-1. Now, obviously, with hitting and pitching advantage, they look good. Where the line movement's going, not really moving anywhere. I'm not in the business of taking the Padres on the road on a big run line. Just not going to happen. All the money's coming in on them on the road. Not really interested. This one's a pass. What did you say about Houston? The Astros? I did not cap the Astros game because the Astros have TBD listed as a pitcher. Can't do anything with that. 75% of the money on Chiefs on DraftKings. Here's the deal. Is that DraftKings showing you what it is? Because I don't give a shit what the sports books say. Like, that does not matter to me. I have my website that I trust. What the sports books post does not matter. Drew just bet Chargers for a lot of matchup. First 5 money line. There you go. Hey, if you want to grab them, that's fine. Go for it. We've got 2 games left. We got the Athletics taking on the Angels. The Angels are -145 with a total of 9. I use scores and odds to see the money. I use VSiN to see the money and stuff. VSiN. Barnett taking on Soriano. Barnett has pitched once, so I'm not going to give a shit. So that means the pitching advantage is going to Soriano, which it was going to anyways. Soriano has been a very consistent piece for this Angels team. 28 games started, a 10-9 record with a 3.68 ERA, 161 in the third innings pitched, 66 earned runs, 68 walks, and 144 strikeouts. He's looked really good for the Angels this year. So pitching advantage there. Hitting advantage, Angels 94 WRC plus. Athletics, one thing they can do is hit 104 WRC plus. So they at least can hit. So that's good for them. So we're split down the middle here. Line not really moving. It went from 145 up to 148, back down to 145. So not really anything to get interested in. So gonna end up not getting involved in this one at all. Although the way that the money's coming in could be a look towards the Athletics, but I'm going to end up staying away from this one. The over 9 in the Athletics game, sure. I mean, the Athletics can hit it. I don't mind it. Final game of the night. Oh, sorry. What app to use? VSiN, and it's on it's a website. It's not an app. Final game of the day, we get the Boston Red Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We get Tolley taking on Rodriguez. The Red Sox minus 139 total. Tolley came in and pitched one game. He pitched against the Pirates, allowed 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 5 1/3. Looks solid. But unfortunately, it wasn't a loss. He did go up against Paul Skeens. On the opposite side, you got Rodriguez, who's been dog shit this year. He is coming off of a good start, 6 shutout innings versus the Dodgers. So there you go. But 24 starts, a 6-8 record with a 5.4 ERA, 25 innings pitched, 75 earned runs, 49 walks, and 120 strikeouts. Not something I'm going to trust. Although I have to give Rodriguez the pitching advantage just because we've seen, one game from Tolley. So that's not really anything I can go and invest with. And I can't give him the pitching advantage because we've seen him pitch one time. So this one is going to be a pitching advantage towards Rodriguez, although I don't like it. And then Boston's got the hitting advantage, 104 WRC plus to 101. We look at where the line's going. Line's moving towards Boston, 120 to 130. Makes sense. Where's the money coming in? Money's coming in the way that it's supposed to, even a little bit more. So I'm going to end up staying off of this game because I don't want to bet a team that has 94% of the money on them. So this one's going to be a pass for me to end my card. I may have some player props later on in the day, but from some of these games. But this one's going to be a pass to end that one. Good luck this weekend, y'all, and thank you for the show. No problem, dude. Let's take a look. No show tomorrow, just because you got games starting early. Not to mention I work tomorrow, so weekends normally don't work. There will be a Saturday night show for the NFL. So we will talk NFL on Saturday night, so tomorrow night. But no show tomorrow during the day. All my plays will be up on the picksandparleys.net website if anybody is interested in grabbing those. But that is it for today's stream. I will be back again tomorrow night for some NFL action. We'll see you guys then. Peace out.